Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Okay, simple lang ang ating episode, no? Maikli lang ito, I think. I just wanted to share with you what I think is a very interesting and informative article. Okay? Pag-uusapan po natin ang mga specific jobs na inaasahan magkaroon ng shortage dito sa Canada in the coming years. Okay? As in, specifically from now until 2023.
Oops, that's supposed to be 2033.
Matagal-tagal pa yan, ano? So, bakit ko to gusto pag-usapan? Alam naman natin, sa mga panahon ngayon, naghihigpit ang Canada. Nililimitahan nila ang mga tinatanggap na immigrants. According to government targets, from 2025 hanggang 2027, medyo gusto na lang nilang limitahan. Okay? Hindi muna paramihin ang new immigrant population here in Canada. Pero this article gives us an idea that, things could change in the future. Di ba? Dahil, kumbaga, magkakaroon daw po kasi ng maraming mga sektor na may job shortages at kakailanganin pa rin talaga ng immigrants. Okay, baka po merong ilan sa inyo dyan na nasa Pilipinas pa naman, may long-term goal or interest in moving to Canada. This episode might be useful for you. Okay, this will give you an idea on what jobs are going to be in demand. At pag-uusapan din natin yung mga trabahong inaasahang magkaroon ng surplus, which, we can infer na kung yan po ang inyong trabaho, baka medyo less ang chance na kailanganin po kayo ng Canada. Okay, so again, this is yung expected job openings, job shortages. So this is for, for long-term planning. Okay? If you are interested, pwede nyo rin puntahan mismo tong article na ito. Yan. Ito ang article na aking nakita. No? This is from Nairametrics. Pero huwag kayong mag-alala. Nakita ko, dinoble check ko, may batayan naman po ang article na ito. It is based on government data na mamaya ipapakita ko rin po sa inyo yung official website. Okay? Pero dahil ito medyo summarized na, ito muna ang i-discuss natin. So ayun na nga, Canada faces 8.1 million job openings until 2023 and over 100 occupations at risk of shortages. Ngayon pa lang sasabihin ko na, guys, yung 8.1 million job openings, hindi naman po ibig sabihin yan kailangan punuan ng mga newcomers. Hindi po. In fact, later on, I will tell you na a big chunk of that 8.1 million job openings are expected to be filled by those who are already here, yung mga nag-aaral po ngayon dito. But there is still a smaller portion of the 8.1 million job openings na maaring punuan ng immigrants. Okay? O sige, puntahan na natin. Ano ba tong mga occupations na may risk of shortages? Ay, teka muna. Bago pala yun, bakit magkakaroon pa na ng shortages? Okay, according to the article, these reports, na pinukuhaan ng data na ito, outlines the potential job shortages resulting from, ito mga dahilan, aging population, economic growth, and retirements. Okay? With more than 8 million job openings expected, majority daw po ay driven by the need to replace retiring workers. Okay? 68%, wow, ang laking porsyento nga naman, of the job openings will be replacement positions dahil po dun sa mga inaasahang magre-retire from the workforce. Okay? 68% from the retirees, and of course, meron din namang inaasahang economic expansion, which, as we all know, generates jobs. So, yeah. Okay, so those are the factors contributing to the potential shortages in some sectors. Okay? Yung mga category, generally speaking, guys, ang inaasahang magkakaroon ng shortage are in the areas of healthcare, construction, and natural sciences. Actually, yung healthcare and construction, ngayon pa lang, alam natin na mga in-demand pa rin po yan in some provinces here in Canada. So this tells us that the situation may continue on until 2023. O, ayan. Sectors facing shortages. Okay. Ilan lang po ito hindi po to lahat. Siyempre, registered nurses, nurse practitioners, medical sonographers, and other healthcare professionals. Mamaya, papakita ko sa inyo yung napakahabang listahan pa. Kasama pa yung mga NOC codes, okay? Tapos, yan sa healthcare, no? Sa construction, ito naman, electricians, plumbers, heavy-duty mechanics will be in high demand as the country faces a growing need for housing and infrastructure development. Ito, merong mga nabanggit. Welder, tsaka carpenters will be key to filling gaps in the construction workforce. Okay, sa panghalimbawa. Sa technology and natural sciences naman. Okay. May 12 occupations na flagged for shortages and are expected to be particularly hard to fill. Kabilang na po dito ang cybersecurity specialists and civil engineers. Okay? Sa larangan naman po ng education and social services. Ito. Teachers, social workers, caregivers will continue to grow with 11 occupations identified in need of skilled workers. Specifically, ito daw, mga secondary school teachers and early childhood educators will be crucial to meeting the needs of Canada's growing population. Yan. Puntahan natin yung mismong mas detalyadong report from a government agency. Yan. Ito po yan. Okay, this is from Canadian Occupational Projection System. This is prepared by ESDC. Okay? Pupuntahan ko yung table kung saan yung may projected shortages. Okay? Ayan. Ilalagay ko po yung link ng website na ito sa description box in case you're interested to study it yourself. Ayan, the detailed list of occupations expected to face risks of shortage conditions from 2024 to 2033. Ang dami, guys. Ano ba yan? Sige, basta magbabasa na lang ako ng mga ilang mas familiar ba? Sige. Sa natural and applied sciences, architecture, science managers, cybersecurity specialists, civil engineers, mechanical engineers, electrical and electronics engineers. Ang dami mga engineers. Aircraft instrument, electrical avionics mechanics. Okay. Sa health, naku po, ang dami Kita niyo tong sa health? Hindi lang mga RN hindi lang mga nurse. Vets, dentists, optometrists, pharmacists, physiotherapists, chiro. Naku, ang dami dito, guys, lab tech, medical radiation technologists. Guys, napakarami. Puntahan nyo na lang po kung gusto ninyong malaman, Masyadong haba ang ating episode. Baka mabore kayo kung basahin ko isa-isa ito. Sa education naman, secondary school teachers, nabanggit na natin kanina yan. Elementary and kindergarten teachers, firefighters, nandito. Instructors of persons with disabilities, tapos mga early childcare educators, etc. Sa sales and services, ang butchers, andito pa din, retail and wholesale. May cooks, totoo ba? Check nga natin yan. Sige. Sa trades, construction managers, home building and renovation managers, sheet metal workers, welders and related machine operators, plumbers, gas fitters, carpenters. Ayan. Okay guys, again, let me stress, hindi po ibig sabihin na lahat po yan i-allocate sa mga newcomer immigrants. Okay? A huge chunk of these jobs are expected to be filled by those who are already here. Okay? Dahil, pupuntahan ko yung sinasabi ko na yan. Yan. Diba, sinabi natin, merong inaasahang 8.1 million job openings from now until 2023. 2.6 million daw po ay inaasahan dahil sa economic activity. Lalago ang ekonomiya, dadami ang trabaho. 5.5 million pala doon ang expected na manggagaling sa mga magre-retire. O, ito yung mga estimation sa kung sino ang inaasahang magpupuno ng vacancies na yan. O, 5.9 million will be new job seekers na mga, school leavers. O, school leavers, yung mga nag-aaral pa ngayon at gagraduate in the coming years. Nandito na po yan. Okay? O, ito na. Immigrants, nakasulat dito, will contribute about 2.6 million new job seekers. Okay? Well, that's it's smaller, pero malaking number pa din po yan. Again, guys, these are just estimations. Basahin nyo na lang po rin yung article. O, ito naman, puntahan po natin pala yung mga trabaho namang may surplus. Okay, kung tatanungin, ibig sabihin, medyo hindi na kailangan punuin ito ng mga newcomers. Okay? O, ito yan. Detailed list of occupations expected to face risks of surplus conditions. Statistical officers and related research support occupations, mga data entry clerks, information systems testing technicians, technical occupations in geomatics and meteorology. Okay. Land survey and technologists and technicians and conservation fishery officers. Ang daming surplus pala sa sector ng parang broadcast tsaka arts. Ito. Mga managers sa publishing, motion pictures, performing arts, library and public archive technicians, may surplus din. Athletes, may athletes dito. Trades, transport, longshore workers, silviculture, and forestry workers. Okay. So again, guys, I will be putting or sharing the link to this article dyan po sa description box kung interesado po kayong makita. Pati na rin yung article na una kong pinakita. This one, yan. I-share ko na rin po yung link sa ibaba. So, what does this tell us, There is still a demand. There will always be a demand for immigrants. Okay, now, how many? How big of a demand? We have yet to see. Again, ang sinabi lang po dito ay yung mga trabahong inaasahan magkaroon ng mga shortages. So, maaaring ito yung mga trabaho na kailanganin ng Canada in the coming years. Bigger chances for newcomers hoping to come in. Sana may natutunan po kayo. Abangan ko na lang po ang inyong mga comments dyan sa baba. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!